I mean, the simple to-do list is a budget. Now, we always get this confused in the media, right? A budget, the blueprint for what we're going to spend versus actually authorizing appropriations. And that's the second part. That's what they have to do by October 1st, which is the beginning of the next fiscal year. They always pass short-term, stopgap CRs so the government doesn't shut down. They're a trifecta, so I don't expect any kind of, negotiations or problems to shut the government down. But what are you going to spend and how are you going to spend it? We've seen the Trump administration try to cut spending, try to cut employees. They have cut employees, but now they're hiring employees back because the government is so big, you need somebody to staff these operations. So the president got money in the big, beautiful tax bill, but you have to appropriate money for next year. So that's the battle. And, the very conservative wing of the Republican Party is still, concerned about the deficit, even though their vote might not have displayed it. And then going into a possible primary challenge in their own districts on government spending, do they muck up the works? Do they cause more problems for the Republican leadership?
When do those primary challenges start? Is it now? Is it after Labor Day, or is it into next year?
Candidates that want to run in 26 are gearing up now. The question is, the announcement always comes after Labor Day, as you well know, both on the Democratic side and the Republican side. Trump is a big player in this, right? He can sort of, shut the spigots for money and say, no, you can't run. But we've seen, look at South Carolina. If you want to retain South Carolina, it's a very red state at the moment, but the governorship, you got a lot of people running for governor already on the Republican side for the governorship of South Carolina. You've got some Senate races in North Carolina, for example, a very prominent ex-governor Cooper getting in the mix. Sherrod Brown in Ohio might run in Ohio for Senate. It is now. The campaign starts now. And the question is, what will Trump's effect be?
Who's the Democrat driving the Donald Trump-like Republican initiative in the Democratic primaries?
Well, there's two things going on. One is redistricting, and let's remember our history. As you also well know, Tom, redistricting was used by parties once they started to figure out how to control power in the 1830s, a very long time ago. They've been redistricting forever. This is not new. This sort of power grab in Texas, California, this is what parties do when they control state legislatures. So it's not new, but it can have profound effects. So Democrats driving that are Gavin Newsom in California, obviously. Hakeem Jeffries has to figure out how to win the House back. I think his entire leadership position in the Democratic Party depends on winning the House back. So who should be driving that bus is Hakeem Jeffries.
Is that the expectation? Wendy, typically in a midterm elections, the out of power party tends to gain seats here. Is that the expectation that the Democrats can maybe take back the House? I'm not sure about the Senate.
The margin is quite slim, so it's up for grabs. And yes, the expectation is, particularly with a president, whether it's Democrat or Republican, bordering on 40 to 42% approval rating. So, he's really over under. And when you think about it, if Trump's approval ratings drop into the 30s, if that even happens, let's say mid-spring, that is a significant problem for the House. Republicans, which is why the Democrats who are running want to get this done. They want to be unified. They want to get to fundraising. They want to be in a position to take advantage if Trump becomes a liability a year from now. And that's a big question mark, whether Republicans who love Trump get out the door or they're members of Congress the way they got out the door for him.
Are the ancient Democrats, Obama, the two Clintons, I'll let you describe the others, are they a liability for the Democrats forward?
I don't see Barack Obama as a liability for the Democrats ever, honestly. This is a man who can draw a crowd, draw attention. He's got deep loyalty and popularity, particularly among Black voters. I think Trump, you can see through the Trump administration going after Obama administration on the Russia investigation, but pulling back a little bit about going after Obama, because the last thing the Republicans want to do is ignite the African American vote in the 26 midterm elections. I think that would have big effects.